Hello guys, I'm Kiri. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're gonna talk about Lotus Elan. Elan was a great small sports car made by Lotus between 1962 and 1975. Then the second generation from 1989 to 1995. But this is a different story. There are two versions of this original lightweight pocket rocket, the two-seat version and four-seat. The four-seat Elan is known as a Type 50 Elan 2+2, only fixed-head coupe. This means this is a 2+2 car suitable for 4 people. But we're not going to talk today about this Elan plus 2. Of course, we have different mission. The two-seat, first generation Lotus Elan. How we said was in production from 1962 till 1973 for the two-seat version and 1975 for the 2+2. This model is very important because was the first Lotus to use a steel backbone chassis and fiberglass body. That's why the weight of the car is very low, approximately between 650 and 700 kilograms, which is just phenomenal. Back in the 60s, the car was very innovative as well. 4-disc brakes, double overhead cam engine, perfect steering and handling, independent suspension front and rear. Absolutely successful sports car. On that time, Lotus was gaining popularity in Formula 1 and other sports races. The founder of the company, Colin Chapman, was genius engineer and mechanic. He was one step ahead of everyone, and his success on the tracks made Lotus famous all around the world. Similar to Enzo Ferrari, he started to build road cars to support the race programs. His cars, like the Lotus Elan, just hit the market, but not only because of the popularity of the popular already Lotus name. The cars were absolutely perfect in any aspect. Reliable, lightweight and nimble, faster, nice sound, small 4-cylinder double overhead cam engines, easy to repair and maintain, etc. etc. The most important thing, they were cheap compared with other sports cars. The first car, which was presented in 1962, was a Roadster. The engine, 4-cylinder, of course double overhead cam, 1500, but just after 22 cars made, they decided to enlarge the engine to 1600. Then, in 1964, the Elan S2 came, which with the same actually 1600 engine. Next year, 1965, the fixed-head coupe was introduced. In 1966, Series 3 came in both versions, coupe and roadster. And in 1968, Series 4, like the car what is here today, of course, with the already famous 1600 engine. So this car what is here in front of us is Series 4 Lotus Elan, which was in production from between 1968 and 1970. Again, open and coupe style. And the last of the Lotus Elan in 1970, the final version, Lotus Elan Sprint, came, which was in production to the end of 1973. The good thing is, to avoid the taxes, the customers were offered to buy the car as a kit, so they can assemble at home. This was another great success because many of the cars were sold this way, as a kit. Probably because the owners of the cars were mechanics or engineers, so for them wasn't problem to assemble the car, but also was cheaper when it's kit. Lotus made in total, by not confirmed sources, 12,224 cars of this model, except 2+2. From S1 model, so from 1962 to 1964, from the S1 model, they made approximately 900 cars, and then from Elan S2, approximately 1,250 cars, and then from the Elan S3, they made 2,650, and from this car, what is here today, this beautiful yellow car, Lotus Elan S4 Series 4 up, they made approximately 3,000 cars for these 2 years between 1968 and 1970. And from the last Lotus Elan Sprint, they made between 900 and 1,000 353 cars. You can see here on the rear fender, the right rear fender, Series 4, the Batch Series 4, S4. So just have a look from this angle. How beautiful is the car? Absolutely, absolutely. Actually, from any angle, the car looks absolutely amazing. Very small, very light car. Actually, it's made from fiberglass, so you cannot see rust anyway. It's beautiful, absolutely fantastic car. But today, only 1100 are remaining, and this including the 2+2 model. Maybe this number is gonna be more because all the time some unregistered barn find cars are coming, but anyway, not many left today. We said before, this was the very advanced car for the time, with very rigid, solid backbone chassis and bolted to 16 points to the same fiberglass body, with 4 independent suspension, very solid car. The engine and the gearbox are behind the front axle. You can see here on the left wing another batch, 3 times world champion, constructor world champion, Formula 1. So the engine and the gearbox are behind the front axle, so let's say in the middle of the car, and with perfect weight distribution and handling. The 4-cylinder power unit was based on Ford engine, but Lotus double overhead cam head. The gearbox is from Ford as well. The differential also is from Ford, but Colin Chapman transferred to independent instead of the original live axle. The idea of the founder was to be very light car. Actually, this is the main thing when Colin Chapman was designing new car. The car needs to be very light. Absolutely, the weight was the most important thing of any Lotus car. So also the engine needs to be small 4-cylinder engine, and of course the car is gonna be fun. The power was not big for this model, Lotus Elan, between 90 horsepower for the very early versions, Lotus Elan S1, to 126 for the latest Lotus Elan Sprint, but this was enough, even more than enough. And the torque was approximately between 140 and 150 Newton meters of torque. The Series 1, of course, was the lighter with just 645 kilograms. And then the Series 2, which came 2 years later in 1964, was little bit heavy, 675 kilograms. And then Series 3, less than 700, maybe 695 kilograms, and this car, the Series 4 Elan, approximately 700 kilograms. So it was really very light car. So 100 horsepower was even more than enough. And this was 1960s. The chassis itself was only 40 kilograms. The body 90 kilograms. So what you see here in front of you, just the body of the car weighed 90 kilograms. Another very interesting components of the car, the door shelves, just 5 kilograms each. So imagine, one of the door, the shelf, 5 kilograms. The hood, 6 kilograms. You can see the hood on the front, 6 kilograms, just very light. The boot, 5 kilograms, even lighter. The engine, 118 kilograms. The gearbox, 38 kilograms. And the differential, 21 kilograms. So imagine these numbers. Very light car. Absolutely fantastic. That's why the performance was great. From 0 to 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers per hour, from 7.3 to 9 seconds for the Series S, Series 2, Series 3, Series 4. But for the final edition, the Lotus Elan Sprint, this acceleration even was better, 6.6 seconds from 0 to 60 miles per hour or 96 kilometers per hour, just 6.6 seconds. The top speed for the Elan was approximately 175-185 kilometers per hour or 108-115 miles per hour, but the Sprint again 200 kilometers per hour or 125 miles per hour. So imagine, this small car was very capable. In 1962, When the car was new, the price was 1,500 British pounds. In the end of the production in 1973, the price was 2,436 British pounds. But, how we said before, you could buy the car as a kit. And when the car is a kit, of course the price is less. So in 1962, from 1,500 pounds, if you want to buy as a kit, it's going to be 1,000 British pounds. And on the end of the production 1973, 2,436 pounds, but if you want to buy as a kit, just over 2,000 British pounds. So just was amazing car. Just have a look here, the tires there, 155, 13, and the wheels are just with one wheel nut in the middle. And the Elan badge on the front fender. Just fantastic, fantastic, amazing car from any angle. And you saw before on the rear fender, the left fender, of course, the badge, world champion car constructor from 1963, 1965 and 1968, and they were very proud. But of course they're going to be proud to win Formula 1 title is something really very special. So this is about the Lotus Elan, the original generation Lotus Elan from 1962 from 1973, and for this more than 10 years production they built just over 12,000 cars, so it was a really very successful car. So when you sit behind the wheel, just joy for the ride. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this Lotus Elan, the first generation Lotus Elan. If you like, please subscribe my channel and see you next time guys, bye!